I hope Phaedra doesn't come back. I would not give him and his woman a free ride on my coattails. Let them make it on their own. That's just my opinion. Somebody tell sis she can stop calling the paparazzi. Phaedra don't care and neither do we, but you made a comment. I'm annoyed that we are giving this girl the time of day. She's thirsty. The home wrecker looks like she would call the paparazzi to capture this shot, so she would be begging to be a housewife on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nothing like your side B word turned fiance coming to get you fresh out of prison. Y'all need to quit judging this man. Everybody deserves a second chance. I still think Phaedra saved her bleep. She knew what was going on. She just chose to sit back and let him take the fall for everything. I'm not saying what he did is justifiable, but she knew what card to play. First, she just chose to save her own bleep and career instead of being truthful. Kenny even said Phaedra knew. Take care of them boys and be the best father you can be. Everything else should be irrelevant. They hardly ever stay with the chick that hold them down. So count your days, sis. Your days, sis. I promise you Phaedra is unbothered. Wait, so Apollo went to jail for doing some illegal stuff to make money to provide for him and his family. Phaedra knew about it but didn't break up with him until the news became worldwide. If so, that's bleep up, and so is the loyalty. Now, all of these people are going crazy about Phaedra is unbothered, and she called, and his current fiance called the paparazzi, and all of these different things. Just remember that Apollo and Phaedra made each other. They came on the Real Housewives of Atlanta together. Together, they created a storyline. I'm not here for Apollo, but it's just like, dang, he just got out. Can he breathe? Let's go ahead and get into my introduction and all that good stuff. I did the Apollo story that same day he was released, but to record is the easy part. Then you have to sit down and edit, and that's the time-consuming part. And when I'm running around handling businesses outside of YouTube, sometimes I might record something that same day, and then it takes me a few days to upload it. But one thing that I really love about all of my supporters is it doesn't matter if I'm first or I'm last. The fact that it's coming from me, you all still come over here anyways and support my videos and my content, and for that I appreciate every single one of you for all of the love and support. So I'm saying that because you will hear me say yesterday or whatever, and I don't want the girl, he got out a day ago or 2 days ago. That's what I'm talking about, the day he got out, because that's when this was recorded. Of course, some parts of this video I had to come back and add content and all of that, but for the most part, the day he got out, I recorded majority of this video. What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Ultimate News. So most of you are aware that Apollo was charged with mail, wire, and bank fraud in 2014. And he's been locked up ever since, but he was released recently into a halfway house in Pennsylvania. He's going to be there until October of 2019. And there's a video of Apollo and his now fiance Sharon, who's been holding him down for a few years. She was on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta, and she's just been going through the whole cyber bullying. I've done videos on her and all of that, so definitely go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and check those videos. But he's out. I am really wishing Apollo well, and also for the sake of his children, that he does not feel the pressure that he have to do certain things to make ends meet. I'm hoping that second time around he's aware that, you know, if there's a third, it's life and it's over. And if there's anything else, at least for his boys, that he will do the right thing. And I'm also hoping. And Sharon, she's a real estate agent and all of that, and she's doing her thing. She's hoping this time around with a different partner that is a better situation where he does not feel pressured that he have to live up to a certain lifestyle and he have to fit in and all of that, which in return will bring the pressure for you to go out there and get it. Work on yourself. But if anything, you have two young children who's gone years without you in their life. So if there's anything, work hard on yourself to be a father. Most of you are aware that Apollo was married to Phaedra Parks, and they are divorced now and all of that. Apollo, fiance, was on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta and all of that, and they've been planning to get married for a long time. She, don't get me wrong, now y'all know we have videos on here going in on the whole Sheree and Tyrone situation. So I don't want you guys to think my energy is different. Don't also get me wrong. I'm fully aware of what Apollo did with Phaedra to Kenya Moore, and you guys know I support Kenya. So don't take my soft tone and kindness as in, I'm here for Apollo. Not here for him, but it's a difference between not being here for someone and just simply reporting a story. Did he get out of jail? Yes. Is he with his fiance? Yes. Going to a halfway house? Yes. I'm simply reporting the story. There's no reason for me to report the story with hate in my heart. I don't lie, and we already know him. Yes, he's a grown man, but we already know who told him, listen, man, we got to get this money. This is a big storyline right now. So let's go ahead and run with this storyline that Kenya doing A, B, and C with you and all of that. And then eventually he came out and said, you know what? My ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, was like, I'm going to get back to Apollo real quick, but real quick on that. What I find interesting in stories and situations like that is when Apollo was lying with Phaedra, okay, for some reason his past as a liar, a convicted felon, and going to jail for lying and stealing from people, all of those things, like, it was just going. Apollo was this perfect angel, and everybody on the cast believe that what he was saying was the truth, and that Kenya was actually doing these things like sending him inappropriate text messages and all of that, right? No one once said, but Apollo is a known liar. He went to jail for lying. So we're going to sit here and believe that Kenya is doing these things? Oh no. Everyone, well, probably excluding Cynthia Bailey, because she's always neutral. But Phaedra and Candy was BFF, and then Portia and all of them. So everyone ran with that story, right? Well, when Apollo came around and said, you know what, I feel really bad. I've been lying all of these years, and you know what, it doesn't matter now. I'm done with that person. She's a liar, which we know now she's a known liar. It's been proven. And I've been lying on Kenya, and Kenya, I'm sorry. Oh no, when it was on the side of Kenya Moore, now all of a sudden, how can we believe Apollo is telling the truth? He's a known liar. Oh, so how come he wasn't a known liar when he was saying that Kenya sent him messages and things like that? But when he came around to say, I apologize to Kenya Moore, she didn't do any of those things. Now all of a sudden, his records just pop up again that, oh, he's a liar. We know he went to jail for lying, so he's just doing this to hurt Phaedra. You see what I be saying about the hypocrisy of that show? But anyways, it makes sense now. All of the campaigns and all of that Nene been doing for Phaedra to come back, it makes sense. If you really want a good show and all of the drama, it makes, well, I'm not saying he got a contract on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but he's out of jail, okay? So it would make, and he has a fiance, and they're trying to get married, and he's trying to get back in the swing of things. It would be a great storyline to see how he's, coping with life outside of jail, trying to get married, also possibly trying to be reintroduced into his boy's life, because Phaedra is private when she wants to be private, and she's public with certain things that she wants to be public. She said it over and over again on that show that she wasn't going to take take her kids to no jail to see their dad. Now, who knows? Maybe things change. Maybe they went to see him. We don't know. So it will be interesting to see the kids being reintroduced to their father and how would that blending situation go. But if we're speaking about integrity, morals, values, of course, we know the Real Housewives for Atlanta. That's the last thing on their mind. They care about that check and ratings, which I understand. But I stand with Kandi. I am 100% backing Kandi on a whole. You know what? If you think that whole story is bigger and better than me, then I will step aside, but I will not be on the same show with a woman who tried to end my career. So who tried to, of course, it wasn't going to happen ever. But a woman who tried to ruin my life, I'm not going to do a show with her. So I see where Kandi is coming from. Now, I talked about this the last time and I've said this over and over again. Okay, so we are aware that Kandi already put her foot down. She said, Phaedra comes back, she's not coming back, okay? But let's just say Kandi was like, okay, sure. I want the show to succeed, the ratings and all of that. So sure, bring her back. That's not going to happen. I just want to add some fun to the video, okay? So let's just say she comes back. There's a few reasons why she will come back or not come back, okay? One is she's going to look at the check and say, you know what? I have kids to feed. So even though I'm someone who feels validated by a man in a relationship and the whole I have a husband and then she was dating this guy, they're no longer together, okay? But she might just see the check and say, you know what? Listen, I have kids to feed, so I'm going to put my pride aside and do the show. The last time she was on there without Apollo, it still made sense. She still felt validated because it was this war is me. I was married and my husband went and messed up again. I'm going through a divorce and all of that, right? So another reason why I feel like she won't come back is because what I previously said about Phaedra feeling validated by a man. Okay, because watch my other videos and you will see what I talk about, you know, that women, you are more than enough and a man don't validate you and all that stuff. Go watch those videos. Trying to make this one shorter than 20 minutes, okay? I feel like her pride to see her ex-husband leaving jail in a somewhat, from what we see on the outside, successful relationship with a woman who held him down. Okay, she's attractive, they're engaged, you know, about to get married, all of that stuff. You guys know how Phaedra wants to play this picture perfect. I'm happy, I'm in love, life is good over here. And, you know, without her having a man and to see Apollo moving on in his relationship and all that stuff going on, I don't know if she'll be able to swallow that pride, okay? But it will make good TV. Now, I'm not saying Apollo is coming back. Who knows? We might see Apollo coming to Todd's house, Todd and Kandi house, to take his stuff out of the garage. I'm just kidding. Maybe the stuff are gone. You guys remember the whole episode about stuff being in the garage? Or we might, I don't know if Love After Lockup, or whatever it's called, is still on TV. Whatever the case might be, the man was locked up and his fiance was still able to get on, say yes to the dress, okay? So now she was already on there without Apollo, but Phaedra needed to be there in order for her to come. Now, we all saw what happened. There was no big deal, no whatever the case might be. Of course, the camera just wanted to play on Phaedra's reaction and all of that stuff, okay? Yes, she and Apollo could still come on the show without Phaedra, but it would make sense with Phaedra being there. And like I said, I stand with my girl Kandi. Love After Locked Up, I saw that it was renewed, so that's an option there. She is, you know, rocking her ring, but she does have a sense of humor. She knows that people been bullying her, clowning her, calling her a homewrecker. every name in the book, but she still posted this picture right here with this caption saying that this was an engagement ring made out of prison paper, but she was upgraded. Peter and Todd looked out for him while he was in jail and all of that, went to see him, accepted his call, so maybe they might look out for him. In as much as that's their boy and all of that, I don't think they would just be so comfortable to just say, yeah, come work at the restaurant, or yeah, we're gonna do A, B, and C, especially with him trying to get back on his feet. But his, fiance has her own stuff going on, and Apollo is in that halfway house until October, so I'm sure he has, things figured out and all of that. And like I said, he's making his rounds around the news outlets, so they will be fine. Okay, she held it down. I'm sure financially she's working. She will take care of her man until he's able to provide. This right here is TMI, but this is what she posted after she was seen with her fiance. That's basically his hand on her, almost like around her butt area. It's like, girl, we know, but hey, do your thing, sis. But there you go. Shout out to the blast, these pictures. I didn't really have to literally say it because they made sure to put their logo all over the pictures or in the video. But shout out to the blast for capturing these images, and people coming for her saying she caught a paparazzi. Whatever the case might be, man, let the people live. At the end of here, my final loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.